Students, in our chapter Weather and Climate, we have read that there are three climatic zones: the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. Among these, the frigid zone was the most coolest zone. Why? Because the sun rays falls in a slanting way in this particular zone, which gives very little heat. That is why the winters are longer in the zone. Okay, so our today's chapter is based on this frigid zone, where we will know in details about the snow, about the ice, and also about the Greenland. Yes, you guessed it right. Our today's chapter's name is The Land of Snow and Ice, which is your chapter number 5 from the Social Studies book. Hello everyone, how are you all? This is your Arindam sir, and I welcome you all to your YouTube channel Revision Learning. The land of snow and ice, also known as the frigid zone or the polar region, is a zone which remains covered by ice throughout the year. From our previous chapter, we also came to know that there are two frigid zones. The North Frigid Zone, which lies in between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, while the South Frigid Zone lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. Okay, so this is all about the frigid zone. Now let's move to Greenland. Let's know something about the Greenland. Greenland is the world's largest island that lies near the North Pole. It is a self-governing province of the country Denmark. That is, Greenland is a part of the country Denmark. 80% of the Greenland remains covered under a thick sheet of ice. The people of Greenland are called Inuits, and the Inuits called Greenland as Kalalit Nunaat, which means land of the people. So you can mark this in your textbook, Kalalit Nunaat, which means land of the people. And the people of Greenland are called Inuits. You can mark this also. Now the capital of Greenland is Nuuk, which was earlier named as Gotthab, which is also the largest town of the island. Okay, now let's know something about the geography of Greenland. Greenland has an area of about 21,75,000 square kilometers. More than 2/3 of the island is located in the north of the Arctic Circle. Okay, Greenland's most important physical feature is its huge ice sheet. As I told you earlier, that 80% of the Greenland remains covered under a thick sheet of ice, and the average thickness of the ice is about 1500 meters. So you can guess it's very thick. Now in the Greenland there are glaciers. A glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves slowly over land. Glaciers are often called rivers of ice. The huge chunks of ice breaks off from the glaciers and then moves into the sea as icebergs. Icebergs are the large piece of freshwater ice that has broken off a glacier or an ice shelf and is floating freely in the sea. The icebergs are very dangerous. You can also see the picture, and from the picture you can easily guess that the icebergs are dangerous as they are not seen due to thick fog, and also an iceberg poses danger to ships that sail through its region. This is because most of the part of icebergs remains underwater. You can see from the picture, it's there that most of the part of an iceberg remains underwater, and as a result of which the ships may collide and be wrecked. Students, you know the Titanic ship incident. Titanic struck a North Atlantic iceberg that time, and due to which the entire ship sank. So icebergs are very dangerous. Now let's come to the climate of the Greenland. Climate of Greenland is Arctic, which means freezing cold. Sometimes the Greenland suffers snowstorms, which are also called as blizzards. So we can mark this word blizzards. The winters in the Greenland are very long and dark. Summers of Greenland are basically cold with an average temperature of 7 degrees Celsius or below. A special thing happens in Greenland during the summer. We know that the sun usually sets in the evening. But in Greenland, during the summer, sun does not set even at midnight. This happens for months, and therefore this area is called the land of the midnight sun. Now, let's move to the plants and animals of the Greenland. Plants grows only in a few areas in Greenland, as most of the places are covered by snow, and you know that in snow the chances of vegetation are very less. So very less vegetations occur in Greenland. Very few plants and trees also grow in Greenland. In summer, some herbs and small plants grow there. As there are no forests, so for wood, the people of Greenland bring those from other countries. Animals with thick furs or thick skin survive well in the Greenlands. Animals like polar bears, reindeer, musk oxen, Arctic foxes, snow hares, and the rodents, huskies, etc. survive in this region particularly. Seals and whales live in the icy cold waters. So the seals and whales also can survive in this region, and they live particularly in the icy cold water. Now let's know a brief history, people and culture of Greenland. The Inuits, or the native Greenlanders, that is the people of Greenland, earlier they were known as Eskimos. They came to Greenland from North America some 1000 years ago. Eric the Red, a Norwegian explorer, means he was from Norway. Norway is a country. He sailed from Iceland to Greenland. Iceland is the neighbor country of Greenland. So that person, Eric Red, sailed from Iceland to Greenland, and after spending almost 3 years, he came back to Iceland. Okay, now here he told the people of Iceland about the new land he discovered or he visited, and then he called that place as Greenland to encourage people to settle there. Okay, now in the 1953, Greenland became part of the Kingdom of Denmark. In 1979, Greenland became self-governing with its own parliament, though Denmark continued to control the island's foreign affairs. Okay, now the Eskimos or the Inuits are very much hardworking and kind people. Over a period of time, they have adapted themselves to the harsh climate of Greenland. These people remains particularly short but very strong and stout. They have flat faces and golden yellow skin. The official language of the Inuits are Danish and Greenlandic. The Inuits use narrow boats, and they call those as kayaks for fishing and hunting purpose. They also use broader boats called umiaks. For traveling purpose, they use sledges that are pulled by reindeers and dogs to travel from one place to another. Nowadays, they also use motorboats. Now let's see the houses of Inuits. Inuits live in sod houses, which are made up of stones and bones of the ribs of whales that remains covered with grass and soil for roofs. Okay, Now in the winter, some Inuits make shelters of snow to protect themselves from the snowfall, and they are called as igloos. You can see the picture of igloo. They have a hole in the center, means the igloos have a hole in the center for smoke and hot air to pass through, and the floor of the igloo remains covered with the skin of animals. In summer, they also make tents which are made up of animal skin, and they also make permanent houses using logs or stones. Now come to the foods or the food habits. The food habits of Inuits are basically the marine items like shellfish, seal, whales, sharks, Arctic shark, etc. Inuits live by hunting, fishing and gathering foods during the summer and the spring season basically. They get their foods from this fishing and hunting of the animals. Dress. As the Greenland is the coldest place, so to protect themselves from cold, they wear cloths that are made up of the skin of animals. Their traditional dress is trousers and hooded jackets to cover their head, and these are called parkas. They also wear waterproof boots called mukluks that are made up of seal skin. Okay. Now the economy of Greenland is totally dependent on the Danish government, that is the government of Denmark, for more than half of its income. In the today's time, the Inuits works in the mines, oil fields, construction companies, and a large number of Inuits have migrated to the towns to get better education, medical facilities, and the means of entertainment also. Greenland is connected by air to Europe, North America and many other parts of the world. So if you want to travel Greenland, you can go by air from Europe, from North America and also from the other parts of the world. And today Greenland is no longer a remote island, because Greenland is now developing in the field of science and technology and also in other fields. So now we cannot say Greenland as a remote island. Greenland has itself developed a lot. So students, this is all about your chapter, the land of ice and snow. Now we will see some of the new key words. Freezing point means 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature at which water freezes. Glacier means a large mass of ice that moves quickly. Blizzards means snowstorms. Kayak, a small narrow boat which has pointed ends used specially for fishing and hunting by the Inuits. Then umiak, a broad and big boat that carries people. Iceberg, a large mass of ice floating in the sea. An island, a piece of land surrounded by water. So students, I hope that you have understood this chapter. This is all about the land of ice and snow and Greenland. So if you like my explanation, please like this video and share this video to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe Revision Learning and press the bell icon so that you never miss any of our videos. Till then, keep studying and we will meet very soon. Thank you.